Hi, I'm Adrian Peacock. I'm the recording producer for this project. Dave, my sound engineer, and we sit here in the room listening to what's going on out there. In essence, I suppose my job is to say, am I hearing what the music is saying? Does what I hear equal the ink on the page in front of me? And if things aren't working quite, to try and just to be as helpful and efficient and as quickly and encouragingly as possible to try and fix it.
Of page 50, somewhere around the sort of bar 70 or 72 area, okay? In fact, why don't we just get to the end of the Paradises? Sam?
Yep.
Very good.
The variety has been really interesting as well, some with organ, some without. I'm trying to make the choir think about the microphones in slightly different ways. Their experience is usually in concert, which is to stand in a big room and make sure that everybody can hear it. But in the recording environment, we have different options. Yes, you can have the big fortes and the fortissimos, but on the other hand, the microphones are very close to them, so we can experiment. They can experiment with how to deal with that. This is interesting music. Some of the texts are quite thought-provoking. I've been trying to work with them a little bit to think more about the text and less about the notes. It tends to be that people get a bit obsessed with the dots, the notes, and the text becomes a kind of adjunct, as it were. But it should be the other way around. For when the composer sat down, he or she would have had a blank piece of manuscript paper and the words. So to the composer, the notes are a secondary to the text, and it's not always possible to hear that. And indeed, that's across pretty much all choirs, and I say all, I mean all. So I'm always just trying to get them to work a little bit at the rhetoric and try to understand why the notes are what the notes are, and to bring the text and, as I say, the rhetoric to the fore. And I think that's been a bit of a discovery this weekend as well, and one which people have, I hope, enjoyed.